All right.
Is it recording? And then slate it with a clap. 1, 2, 3.
Nani? Cringe Musume!
So yeah, what are you up to?
Just drawing, just sketching and stuff.
How was the con?
It was a signing at a bookstore.
Oh shit!
It was at Pulp Fiction Long Beach. It's a comic book shop in Long Beach. Shout out anybody out in Long Beach. Make sure to go there and get books.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, it was a bookstore, so like people would come in and out. Some people came for the signing, then other people were just going to get the regular comics, and then they saw that there's something else going on at the store. But yeah, it was pretty cool. We were there with Juan Gideon,
Senor Gideon,
and shout out, and then Kyle from High Horse Comics was there too. He actually had us there. He was at the table with us, and I was signing an exclusive cover for a comic book called World Tree, and High Horse Comics did an exclusive cover that I drew. So we were there promoting that. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you sell a lot of stuff too?
Yeah, I did some drawings. I got some people to subscribe to Cringe Musume also did. So they went home with some stickers. But yeah.
Man.
It's pretty good. Did you do anything this weekend?
No, I was just working. Sancho brought me some work. So
word?
Yeah, I was working on this game, audio, music.
Oh, snap.
Then later on, Saturday, I went to the spot. that Korean bar I always go to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not just to have a drink, but I also needed some alone time outside to plan things. Too much distraction in my room, man.
Would you go by yourself?
Hold up. There was a hiccup in the network. Hold up. Let's see. Say something.
Something.
Okay, we go again.
All right.
You were saying?
Yeah, no, I was asking if you went to where'd you go? You went to
Gopocha.
the same spot, the old spot?
Gopo.
Gopo?
Yeah.
Did you go by yourself?
At first, yeah. Then Juna and shit came later on. Juna came.
Oh, okay.
Then I was like, okay. But, I was there for like alone for 2 hours. You remember how you said you don't remember the last time you were bored? Since we have so much internet things like bothering us all the time.
Right.
I mean, same deal, man. I've been pretty much editing for the last 2 years and stuff, and didn't even have time to make music. And every time I try to do something, I find myself like constantly fighting myself not to click a YouTube video or touch my cell phone, open up Instagram and stuff, just to stay. I mean, so sometimes I had to go out to a local Starbucks or the bar so I can plan things, or even just to listen to music. Or, I don't know, read a book or something, because at home, man, I'm not doing any of that stuff.
Right. It's good to get a change of change your surroundings and stuff. Like I've been thinking, because same thing, I just work from home, but sometimes it's good to like just go to like a coffee shop or something.
Right.
And then you're there, you don't have all the things you have at home to distract you either. It's just like, okay, now I'm here to do something.
Yeah, man.
Get some work done.
Yeah. Especially to read a book, it's really weird. You have to go to these bars or Starbucks to read a book. So to read one book, it takes me like what? I don't know how, like a month. Depends on how many times I go out that month.
Right.
So that's that. It's kind of like totally opposite of living in Tokyo or Seoul or even New York. And maybe that's the life of a big city, like life of living in a big city.
Is what?
It's like, I mean, I guess if you're an outgoing person, there's always something to do. And something happens every day. You know, like, for example, most common thing to do in Tokyo is drinking, right? People go out to drink almost every day, after school, after work, after whatever event. Everybody's like, okay, uchage, nomuzo, right?
Right.
And and again, the social pressure is there too. You can't just be like, oh, like I have things to do at home.
Yeah, nah, it
And it's
doesn't work.
like, and they'll be like, us too. You think we don't have anything to do at home? Scary. Why do you now, man?
Right.
Then you're like, fuck. Okay. Then it depends
Right.
on what kind of drinker you are. I mean, I never finish with one drink. You know, people's like, ippai dake.
Right.
Yeah, that shit never happens to me, man.
Yeah. Well, I think the people that are ippai dake, they'd rather not drink, but they're doing it out of what do you call it? They basically have to. They're doing it out of social pressure.
Yeah, man, that shit is real in Japan. I mean, if you work in Japan, then you have all these Japanese meetings and go to drink afterwards, right?
Right.
And sometimes if you're gaijin, maybe your friend's visiting from your country, and you have to meet him and take him to drink. So,
Right.
It's always drinking. I mean, in my case, I had to go to clubs multiple times a week. Almost every week, actually. And to do kaodashi. Kaodashi is you show your face, right?
Yeah.
But then it's a club. You go there, you drink, and meet girls at the same time. I mean, talking about girls, man. In between
like
all these things, man, you meet girls there. You know,
Right.
there's a lot of dei in Tokyo or in Japan. I don't know, but Tokyo, a lot of deis. Then, when you're young, you're busy talking to them all the time, like texting, meru. Finally, some girls like, ちょっと遊びに行こうよ. Then, hi, DJ Five Dog, ikimasu. Then what do? You go to drink again.
Right.
Ah, man.
Yeah, no, drinking's huge in Japan.
Yeah.
Like,
It's huger in Korea.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely people are they drink way more in Korea, I would say. I mean, or at least, I don't know, man. Do people in Korea have more tolerance?
I think so.
Is that a thing or no?
I think so because, people who can't drink, if they drink little by little, more and more, they get stronger and stronger. Juna was like that. Juna was like I'm like a beer dude, a couple beers, and then he's like all red and shit.
Right.
It's like, oh, I can't do this. Now he drinks way more. He drinks soju, whiskey.
Oh,
beer.
you graduated.
Yeah, I mean Japanese shochu, nihonshu,
Right.
everything and stuff. And
Yeah.
I told him, yo, like you're way stronger than before. And he was like, yeah, man. I don't know what happened. I mean, yo, man, DJ Five
Gotten powerful.
Yeah.
You're powerful, young Jedi.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can go to these clubs and meet girls. Yeah, man. So that's the thing when I was living in Japan. Like, I had to force myself to make time to make music. I think this was in Korea too. So a lot of people say that stuff. Especially people from here, when they go to Japan or Korea, it's like, I have to make time to make music. Otherwise, like the nagare tekini, you get called. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're not supposed to do it. But again, man, like work, your friends, these girls or
Right.
whatever. They're like, nani yatteru? Nominiku? Then,
It's that peer pressure, dude.
yeah, like once or twice, you can say like, oh, I'm busy, like after work or whatever. But I mean, after a couple times, people will be like, yeah, shut up, man. We're coming to you now.
Right. Or, you just they'll just stop hitting you up,
Yeah, or that.
Then
It's gonna be a lonely life in Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo could be pretty lonely, dude.
Yeah, man.
I think any place with like tons of people ends up being lonelier in a way because it's just there's so many people that everybody just kind of has to give each other space, so it ends up just people not communicating.
Oh yeah, like talking about all these things, but actually once you live there and start do stuff there, like Tokyo's a lonely city, man. People think it's like, oh my god, tanoshi, you know. I went to Disneyland, I went to like Akihabara or whatever, but you know, once you actually start living in Tokyo, it really is a lonely city, man.
Yeah.
Ah, man, and how quiet it is. Like these houses, man. I hated it.
Well, just how quiet everybody is.
Yeah. I mean, in regular, I mean, people think, you know, Tokyo's like, again, a party city because they've seen things on YouTube and IG, but, you know, regular residential area, it's quiet as F, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it is a party if, like, you're going to a party, but, like, the rest of the time, it's just a regular place.
Yeah. It's quieter than most places, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I remember, depends on where you live, but if you live in kind of like budget-ish, hitori gurashi, you know, one room type, you know, residential areas, everybody's like, I mean, I guess again that too depends on the neighbor you have. Sometimes like you make the smallest noise in your room, and then you hear like the dude next door just banging on the walls.
Oh, yeah, that happened to you?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
And I didn't even know it was a lady. It was a young girl. And then that girl, like I met her too. One time. I ran into her, and this was when I was going to Kabukicho to perform. And I got her the house. It was a hall type apartment. So I went out, was going to towards the elevator. Then I forgot. I realized I forgot something. So I made a U-turn and went back to was going back to the room, and the door right next to where I was staying, the girl was like looking outside, man. She had her like door like this much open.
She had the door kind of cracked open, and she
just like one of those like Kindaichi mangas. Yeah. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Was she holding a knife, dude? Was she getting
Who
ready
knows,
to
man?
take you out, dude?
A machete or something. Or like, it was Japan, so katana.
Yeah, right.
But then I had to go back to the room, right? So I was walking back to the room, and she was like that until, I don't know, I was like a couple steps away. Then she just slammed the door. I was like, yo.
Wait, why'd she slam the door, dude?
I don't know. Maybe she
Wait, you were walking towards her door, and she saw you coming, and then she
because my door was right behind her door.
Right.
So I had to walk past her door. And as I got closer, she was just like,
Did you ever talk to this person?
No.
Oh, okay. So
like
maybe she was
some apartments, man, like people don't even say hi to each other. So
oh, well, yeah, some. What do you mean? I think that's kind of pretty common, dude.
If it's a nicer neighborhood, like Taiga's last apartment, people say hi to each other. Oya gozaimasu. And that's it, but it's not like, you know, they get into all the details, but just
I would say
some of this.
Yeah. I mean, I would greet people all the time, and pretty often, at least half the time, they would look at me all fucked up, like, why are you talking to me? You know, that was one thing right away, like, when I started living there, you know, because, yeah, you are by yourself, especially when you're not even from that country, like, but I mean, even if you're going to Tokyo from the countryside, if you're new there, you don't know anybody.
Same thing.
But, you know, I was taught to always greet people, especially people you see over and over again. It's like at a certain point, it's like you're ignoring them if you don't acknowledge that you see them, right?
Just becomes awkward.
Right. So, yeah, I would just always, ohayo gozaimasu, domo. And like, you know, most people are nice. But you always get, you know, it's not one person. You'll get a couple people who just kind of look at you and just ignore you. Yeah. And, there's many reasons for it. I mean, it's not it's not because they hate you. Like, I mean, it could be because they hate you, but I think more often than not, either they're thrown off that you speak Japanese as a foreigner, or they're thrown off that just some person is greeting them that they don't know, or they're just shy, or they just want to be left alone. So then it really doesn't matter. They're just gonna lock into whatever they need to do and like ignore the rest of the world as much as they can. You know, but and then there's the people who just, you know, answer back, and then the curious ones will ask like, "Hey, Nihongo shabereru?" And then you're like, "Yeah," and then they're like, "Oh," they ask you, "How come you speak Japanese?" You know. But and then you'll get the occasional person that wants to practice their English, dude. That like you just said, "Ohayou gozaimasu," and like, do they hear that and they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" And then that game over, dude. It's English lesson time. But you know, I was cool with that. I enjoy talking to people and learning stuff from them. So
yeah, man. Think about neighbors too. Yeah, man. I met a lot of neighbors at my local Wara Wara. This is like the cheapest, the cheapest, one of the cheapest izakayas you can go to. Wara Wara, Shirokiya. We had Watami too. Remember Watami?
Yeah, Watami was awesome. Well, those have all you need. I mean, they got all the right appetizers. They got the nankotsu no karage.
You know, our favorite hitokuchi gyoza.
Yeah, hitokuchi gyoza. They got the what's it called? Man, there's a couple staples. You know, you got the edamame, you got the edamame. You got the takuasa. I mean, I always like the nankotsu no karage. I think
nankotsu karage, yeah.
You wouldn't even. Do they even have that at Japanese places here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess like the tsumamis, little dishes, they have like that kind of hayari at Yuko too. So every time, like that's like the first thing I realized when I went to Japan and started drinking with Japanese people. It's always takuasa, edamame, nankotsu karage, and oshinko mori awase type stuff.
Right. Yeah, those are pretty most people are not going to have a problem with any of those.
I mean, that's just a kind of like the second otoshi.
Right.
Man, that otoshi shit, man, I hated it.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't ask for this. I don't want to pay for this. Right. Well, the other thing is, like, I don't know if the otoshi is part of like the tip, since you don't tip in Japan. Like, you got to pay the otoshi so they can give something to the workers. I don't know.
It's more like a seat charge.
Right.
But, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but you can just be like, I don't want otoshi. But Japanese people usually don't do that. It's only some gaijin shit. No
yeah,
otoshi.
I remember you doing it.
Yeah. Unless it's edamame. Because sometimes otoshis are great. If they have edamame or takuasa, then we're about to order this anyway, so it's fine.
Right.
But sometimes it's okura. And
it's usually something kind of whatever, dude. What's the it's like roots that are like chopped up. Right?
I don't even
they're
know
like
the
brown.
Name. Yeah, they're brown and they have like
That's usually
little bit of odang or whatever, like, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
A little like chopped up carrots in there too sometimes. But yeah, nobody wants that. People don't even eat that.
Is this some kind of I mean, a lot of Japanese people, they don't even eat otoshi.
Yeah. Yeah, they just leave it there.
Yeah.
Iranai.
Yeah. That one is some kind of like yasai nikomi type stuff, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like a okazu, but I mean,
it has what do you call it? It had like that. What's the gray? Is it called chikuasa or something like that? I might be butchering it. It's like gray and it's kind of like a gel, and they chop it.
Konnyaku.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And sometimes they didn't pre-boil it. So sometimes like you eat that konnyaku is kusai. I'm like,
oh really?
Yeah. You have to pre-boil it, otherwise it's gonna be super, super kusai. I make that sauce.
Okay,
I put it in my gyudon all the time. Konnyaku.
Okay.
But if you cook it right, it's good. But you know, if you don't, namagusai.
I see.
All these little things like when it comes to cooking. I learned in Japan.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, dude, used to cook pasta at the apartment
Your
whenever
apartment?
you stayed.
Yeah.
Remember that? We go to Lawson's.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Get the little bag of wiener.
We not.
get
What was the name? It wasn't Lawson's. It was
No, it was Jason, dude.
Jason. Jason.
Killer prices, dude.
Yeah, man. Jason.
Yeah, I remember Taiga thought that was, when we started talking about Jason, he thought it was hilarious because he didn't have, was that the first Jason that Taiga saw?
That was like the only Jason I saw, man. That was in
Yeah.
Hikawadai, right?
Yeah.
Hikawadai Jason.
Yeah, he was just laughing at the name. It's like Friday the
Jason.
13th
Yeah,
style,
Jason.
dude.
Yeah, man. That Jason was, I loved it.
Yeah, their onigiri sucked though, dude.
They had onigiris?
They did. It's the same section where they had the wieners, but I don't know.
At the little like the half open fridge.
Yep. And like, I don't know, man. They were always like the rice was dry, and like the what's it called? Like whatever the filling it had, whether it was tuna or like sake or whatever it was, kombu. It would be just kind of just dry or like really little. You ever seen those like funny photos where they have like the kombini like scam foods?
Yo,
where
that's
they have the
Korea,
the
man.
triangle
That's 100%,
sandwiches,
yeah. And like
then you open it and there's just like a
this
little
much,
edge.
Yeah. Yo, that's Korea, man. Korea used to be like that. Onigiri, you open it up, there's like a chop of whatever fish or bulgogi, whatever, right? And the rest is just rice.
Right.
Yeah. The cream
Yeah,
pang
so
too.
like
Like cream pang, right? You open up the
Yeah.
cream pang. Cream is only at the top, and the
Right.
rest is just pang.
Yeah, just really cutting costs there, dude.
Yeah, man.
So,
Actually,
yeah, dude,
like konbinis in Japan, they're like chanto shiteru when it comes to food.
Yeah.
That's why it's all famous now. Everybody's like, oh, Famima, 7-Eleven. What else was there?
Man, see, that blew my mind because 7-Eleven was originally an American company.
Right.
But when I was in Japan, they were telling me, no, it's Japanese. I was like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? You silly person. And nah, they were completely right. It got bought in like, I don't know, like 80s or 90s, I think. I looked it up. I was like, no, there's no way. In Japan, it's called Seven and Holdings.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen it. Yeah.
But yeah.
Is this still Japanese? Still a Japanese company?
I think so, yeah. I believe so. Unless like the US bought it back.
I don't know. What I know is they try to bring egg sando and a few 7-Eleven staples back here.
Okay.
And I was like, I was
Failure?
talking to Naoki about this. And Naoki's like, nah, it's gonna be trash. He was right, man. Like I checked my local 7-Eleven. They had egg sando and a few other sandos and stuff, but nah, nobody. It was still there. Nobody bought it.
Oh, nobody was buying it? Well, I mean, did they come in the hot dog bun? The same as Japan?
No, it was a like sandwich.
So it's like a white bread, like triangle cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, man, they try to be like, oh, okay, now this is hot on social media, so we should bring this back to the States.
Oh, well,
Japanese
they tried, dude.
7-Eleven egg sando. I'm like, good luck with that, son, man. See, all those things, people be like mad, excited about on Instagram or YouTube, like this konbini food, gyudon, or like whatever cheap ass food they're like super like excited about. Once you live there as a budget gaijin, that's pretty much your everyday meal. There's nothing excited about it, man. Especially like onigiris, man. Like, oh my god, it's so onigiri and cup ramen. You know the udon.
Yeah.
Akai kitsune or midori tanuki or whatever, right?
Right.
And Also, yakisoba.
I remember getting the yakisoba sandwiches once.
Yeah, yakisoba
That's like
sandwich.
just, yeah.
I thought it was okay.
It's fine. It's just a carb sandwich.
Yeah.
That's what you're eating, dude.
Mad sugar in it, salt, sugar,
Yeah.
MSG.
But dude, those egg sandwiches, man, I got those all the time. The ones that came in the hot dog bun,
Yeah.
and then like
Was that Famima or Seven?
it was Lawson.
Lawson.
Yeah, it wasn't even regular Lawson. It was 100 yen Lawson.
Of course, man.
That one in Chikatetsu. No, not Chikatetsu Akatsuka. It was in Chitose Funabashi.
Chitose Funabashi.
That's the first one. That's my first Lawson was there. I looked up 7-Eleven. It was founded in 1927 in the U.S.
Right.
And then, let's see. It says 7 and Holdings is the owner. And it's 7-Eleven Japan. And I'm looking for the year. It was 9 stores, 91. So 1973, it got to Japan. And then they acquired 70% stake in the corporation. So they became a majority owner.
If it's 70%, man.
No, then the following year they expanded to 100% ownership.
It's like,
Or actually, that was in 2005. 2005. So that was like,
wow.
Yeah.
I was in Japan actually.
yeah.
Yeah, like memory about 7-Eleven food. My ex, 7-Eleven used to have this like sarada pasta thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, when I first heard it, it's like, yeah, 7-Eleven no sarada pasta 좋으마인데요. Like, what even is that?
What's a salad
Sarada
pasta?
pasta, but I mean, it's kind of like, it tastes like a sweet salad sauce mixed with pasta and a little bit of vegetable sarada too. It's pretty good actually. It has like this sweet garlic soy sauce top of it, and you mix it and you eat it. It's fine. But thing is, I don't like cold food. Yeah, like,
You don't like cold food?
cold food? I don't even like. I mean, I eat it, but I don't. If there's like a choice, it's like udon and hiyashi chuka. I always go for udon,
Right.
unless it's like a cold pizza or something. Then I'll go cold pizza.
If it's pizza, that's what you're going for.
Yeah. But 7-Eleven and what else was there? Then the rest is just like onigiri and cup ramen, famichiki. That's about it. And some
We murdered some famichiki. We murdered some spicy chicken, man.
spicy
Like,
chicken. Yeah. On top of that, we had that Louisiana hot sauce from Jason.
Oh yeah, just in case, in case you needed a little more spice.
Yeah, with a little more kick to it. Yo, like we every time we got those like curries, the packaged curries that you boil up
Yeah.
and make shit ton of rice and just like those, and on top of that, Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean, throw a famichiki in the mix, dude.
Then it's chicken curry.
yeah.
Spicy chicken curry.
Man, what always killed me was the where they had the section with the bentos, and they had like the regular Japanese bentos with the rice and whatever, and then they had the, what was it called? It was called Napolitan. And it was just like pasta with ketchup. And hot dogs, dude. Yo, like that always. I can't imagine somebody from like Napoli, like somebody from Italy, seeing that and being like, "Yo, this is what you think?
I mean,
this is what you think of our cuisine?"
Yeah, I mean, we have French fries, right? So,
What's that?
We have French fries.
What do you mean?
If you ask a person from France, they were like, "That's not French."
I mean, I don't know about that.
No, that's what they say. I asked people. People from France are like, that's some American bullshit.
Right. Well, they call them pommes frites. It's just fried potato. They don't call it our fries. They don't call it our fries. Like,
I mean, even coffee too. Like Asians love Americanos. But then if you ask an Italian dude, like, no.
well, what's an Americano? It has, what does it have? Milk? No,
it's just ice. If you order ice, it's just iced coffee.
Okay.
Just black coffee ice, but it's espresso iced coffee.
And who calls it Americanos? Starbucks?
Or Starbucks. A lot of places. We call it Americano here.
I just ask for iced coffee, dude. I don't.
Iced
ask for
coffee.
no
I think
Americano,
that's brewed coffee. You know, like the cafeteria coffee. If you put it in ice, that's iced coffee. But if you say ice Americano, then it's espresso. Espresso coffee.
Oh, I see. So it's just stronger?
So, yeah, it's stronger.
I see.
Yeah, man, Koreans and Japanese people love that. I think Japanese people, they love more lattes.
Yeah.
Coffee with milk, but Korean, like Koreans, straight up Americanos. Man, I love Americanos.
Right.
But
yeah, well, the again, the Napolitan name is crazy because if you're gonna say, okay, French people are like, we didn't invent that, which I don't know. I feel like I want to look that up, but
it's Japanese. Napolitan is Japanese.
No, I know. Of course it is, dude. Because no, I'm willing to bet you're not gonna be hard pressed to find an Italian who puts ketchup on their pasta, dude.
Man, I thought
they'll knock you out, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not cool with that, dude.
I don't know, man. That's what I thought. I was like, do they have this in like Italy?
No, that's why I'm saying it's hilarious because they just made up some shit, dude. Like,
I even asked a Japanese person, like, you think this is like Italian from Italy? And
no,
like, no, this is Japanese. Like,
dude, an Italian will tell you that. They'll tell you, number one, we don't put ketchup on our pasta. It's like putting ketchup on a steak, dude. Are there people who do it? I'm pretty sure there are.
Yeah.
But is that considered
Japanese
like... What's that?
Japanese people.
Put ketchup on their steak?
Yeah, used to, back in the day. Even tonkatsu,
too. See, that's wild, dude. I mean, that's wild to anybody who, like, cares about steak. They will tell you, don't put ketchup on it. But you know what? Like, I never ate steak with steak sauce. I didn't know what steak sauce was until some of my American friends would bring it from the US. And that's like, it's pretty close to ketchup. I mean, it's sweet, whatever. There's different kinds of steak sauces, but like, Argentina's a steak country. And like, there's no steak sauce. There's chimichurri, but not everybody uses chimichurri to begin with. People just eat it, salt. That's about it. But then I just saw it as like a double insult for the Napolitan because number one, the ketchup, and then number two, the chopped up hot dogs, dude. Again, but did I eat that? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
I murdered a bunch of Napolitan mentos, dude.
And you know where Napolitan, they like the original origin of Napolitan is?
What's that?
Yokohama.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
The Yokohama exclusive?
Yeah. Not exclusive, but they said
it's special, dude.
There's this one Italian restaurant. I think it was like inside of a hotel restaurant.
Okay.
Because this was back in the day when like gaijin would come, and it was still like, like you don't see that many gaijins in Japan, like way back in the day, right?
Right.
So, like the gaijins, they didn't have anything else to eat because they're like, oh, what is this raw fish? Oh, what is this?
Right.
So the chef of that restaurant was like, oh, maybe I should make pasta for them, and he said they made Napolitan.
Right. So here you go. Here's some ketchup for your pasta.
Yeah. And they're like
foreigners.
Bono.
I think they probably were They probably didn't want any of the raw fish or any of that stuff. The natto.
Or
and
maybe days and days of growing up, and you eat that. And like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just like, no, okay, we'll take this.
Yeah. You know
We
where
accept.
else is famous for Napolitan?
Where's that?
Akihabara.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they have a lot
They
of.
got the-
Napolitan is one of the otaku food too,
All right, I can see that.
Where-
So it's,
where
they got the
kebab-
kebabs.
and gyudon, and
Okay.
Napolitan. Like some of the stores in Akiba, really good. If you pay like 1000 yen or something like that, you get one of those like ogui size Napolitan. And gyudon, even to me, like gyudon, I've been to like a lot of gyudon places, but I think I showed that place for a bit in our one of our past videos when we talked about the kebab. There's this place called Sambo inside of Sueirocho, which is like the real like super otaku place. They have all the maid cafe, all the ecchi game, manga, all that stuff.
Right.
This one place called Sambo. That's a gyudon place, and that place is really good. It tastes like like homemade gyudon.
Right.
But then Yoshinoya is kind of like that too. But it's just different.
I just remember the what was it called? The
Gogo kare,
was it called Gogo?
gogo kare.
Yeah, with the gorilla logo.
Yo, they moved. I was checking.
Did they?
Right next to what was it, Yodobashi Camera? When you bought the big ass Cintiq.
Yeah, dude, that was an adventure.
Yeah. Then we went to the little park right next to it, right? I mean, that's where everybody used to smoke outside. So I was having a cigarette. Then you're like, oh, go-kart is here. And right next to it, there used to be a go-kart. They moved. The go-kart we went to.
The one in Akihabara?
They moved to, I think, a street next to it or something like that. Because they redid the whole that little park. They redid it.
I don't remember the park. What did the park look like?
But it's small. It's a little park, and it's kind of like you have to go like 2 steps down. It's not big, man. That park is like a size of a room or something.
Yeah, I'm totally not remembering.
No, it doesn't even look like
any
a park.
park.
It's just a little square outside of Yodobashi Kamena. So that park even had a name. Forgot what it was, but
Wasn't like Moe Moe Kyun.
Park Moe Moe Kyun Koen. No.
Yeah.
Moe Moe Koen Kyun. But yeah, man. But again, Sueirocho, if you'll go to Akihabara, if you want to check out like the real super otaku stuff, like around the station, it's more of a like a tourist trap type places. They have figure stores and denkigai, but the real like super otaku stuff, Sueirocho. And inside of Sueirocho, kebab and sambo.
Dude.
Yeah, and
I gotta say, some of the
Napolitan.
best kebabs I've had were in Japan.
Yeah,
for
me
sure.
too. Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, definitely be weird to tell people, but like if you like kebabs and you're in Japan, you definitely try a kebab in Japan.
Yeah, it's even better now because they have so many now, like actual stores. Because you remember back in the days, they used to have these little, like Dr. Slump looking mini cars.
Yeah.
And they have a kebab, it's like a taco truck, but 1/3 of the size of a taco truck,
Right.
super small. But yeah, now they have like actual stores and stuff. So, and they make it's all clean, nice, maybe a little more expensive, but
This is where in Akihabara?
Akihabara, Roppongi, Shibuya, Shinjuku. Because last time I went to Japan, I didn't really see that many kebab carts on the street anymore.
Right. The places I went to were they were like restaurants, proper restaurants. But I remember they also had kind of like food truck style.
Yeah, food trucks, like
that
small,
size, you know?
small fucking yatais too. They had the thing like turning,
Right.
The meat tower just slowly turning a wheel like the old school cartoons. With Tom and Jerry
Right.
just like
that smell dragging you.
Yeah,
it's
just
got
like-
the hand doing this.
everybody just floating towards the food. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, Akiba has some nice. They have some nice tonkatsu too. They have marugo. A lot of places in Akiba, because they say like otakus, they eat a lot and they're fat.
Oh, really? Is that a thing?
That's what they say. That's what Japanese people say. But Akiba, a lot of good places.
They say otaku eat a lot.
Yeah.
Are otaku also are they fat? Is that like the image of otaku,
Yeah.
or it's just okay? Because I'm wondering if
It's either kind of extreme. Like one is fat and one is skinny.
Skinny.
That's why when you see illustrations of an otaku, it's either they're like chubby and fat,
Right.
Or
Yeah.
the other one is like skinny with glasses and just like I'm up. They all
Right.
wear glasses, but
I think they always have glasses. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Well, like the reason I was asking was, is it just are they known to have an appetite, or to be because they're fat, or it's just they eat a lot?
yeah.
Wonder where that comes from.
It's also Akihabara. If you go to those otaku places, they're not even that expensive. But you get like the portion is big, so I think that's
I
an
see.
otaku thing too. It's like
Was it because if you're an otaku, you spend all of your money on anime and toys and all this stuff, so you're bimbo and like you need?
I don't know, could be
that
that
what
too.
it
Like
is?
war, like I'd rather spend this much money on a figure, but
Right.
still at the same time I wanna have something super good portion.
Right.
That's a reasonable price, something like that.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, I think maybe the restaurants in Akihabara, they know those dudes are not going there to eat. They're going there to get whatever, like, hobby they have.
Yeah.
So they still want their money. So they're like, okay, let's give them,
Could be
like,
that too.
a reasonable price, but we'll give them a good portion so they don't go back home and eat. They at least
It's
they
just
eat
like,
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, again, man, it's Japan too. So once you get off Akihabara station, whatever, you have to walk a lot. So get hungry
Right.
mad quick. And man, like I used to get off this train station. It's right away. I eat something. I would eat something. Then walk for like hours and hours. Then eat something again before I get on the train.
Right.
Then go, man, I think when I was really active in Japan, like doing all the shows and just walking everywhere, I think I ate like 5 meals a day, man.
5 meals a day or snacks?
Just
5
meals.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
How come?
Because I'll get hungry super quick, man. I'll get off the station. I mean, again, man, get off at Shibuya station and walking uphill to the Kurabugai, doing rehearsal. Then you're already hungry.
Right.
But
Just,
again, it's like
expending a lot of energy.
yeah, it's like a bowl of udon, or then the next one is like a gyudon.
Right.
Next one is like a onigiri or something like that. I remember like going to Saizeria too.
Saizeria, dude.
Man, that's one of the other budget gaijin restaurants.
That's like
want to go to.
Well, it's also like students and like people who want to hang out late.
Yeah,
And, you know, like most people don't invite people over to their place for multiple reasons. Like the Japanese people are pretty private, but also like people's places are small. If they're single and they're in Tokyo, like you got like a shoebox mansion.
Yeah.
Mansion.
mansion.
So like, you know, if you want to hang out with people, it's kind of hard. I've hung out in people's apartments too, but like it gets super crammed. You're like, come
Plus
by, everybody's shoulder to shoulder.
Plus motherfuckers smoke inside too.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man, open the window and people were like, yo.
It's too cold outside.
Yo, 사무이가라. Motherfucker, that's your reason?
Yeah, they're like, hey, I'm not gonna freeze to death just to smoke. I'm gonna be warm and I'm gonna smoke.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Saizeriya. I've had manga meetings at Saizeriya too. I had one meeting where like the meeting started like after 2 a.m. And the editor like took a cab down to my neighborhood in Hikawadai to have the meeting.
Wow.
Well, because we had already had a meeting before that the same day. We had a meeting, and then after that we went to dinner and we kept talking. And then after that I went home, and as I was about to go to bed, I get a phone call from my editor. I'm like, oh shit, and so I pick it up, and then he's like, いや、さっき打ち合わせしたんだけど、ちょっといろんなアイディアがあって、もうちょっと打ち合わせしない? And you know, we're gonna say no? Like, it's your name on the book, dude. Like, and the editor wants to keep going, then you got no excuses. So, you know, I said, sure. And so he took a cab down to,
station.
Yeah. Was this Hikawadai? Yeah, it was Hikawadai. There was a Saizeriya close to the McDonald's. That's the only thing that was open at that time. Yeah, and then we had a meeting from like 2 something, almost 3 a.m. to like 8 a.m.
Yo.
Until like, cause yeah, we had to figure out the chapter because we were getting close to the deadline. So we just sat there, and you know, they're like people studying, and then like very few people, was practically anybody there because it was late. But
yo, sometimes you see people just like sleeping.
Oh yeah, sleeping, just to not be out on the street sleeping, right?
And they have like, they order like a drink bar, and that's it. By the way, drink bar is all you can eat, all you can drink bar, but they only have like cola or tea, no alcohol. Drink bar. It's like what, 130 yen or 200 yen or something like that.
They got like carrot juice.
Yeah.
They got, like all sorts of different. I would get the carrot juice all the time, dude.
All the cups like this small, like a mini size cup too.
Yeah,
so you have to go back and forth. Yeah. I mean, but that was like the only place I could just drink like, I don't know, Coca-Cola or whatever. It's just like, oh, I could drink just like, because like if you go to McDonald's in Japan, like the cups are super small. You order, I don't know, a Big Mac set, and
yeah, most things the portions are definitely not American size.
Yeah, I mean, say like
you can tell by looking at the people walking around too that the portions are not American size, dude.
The cups this big here in the States, but the largest cup in Japan is like probably like a little more than half.
Right.
And me, like a couple pulls, then just ice. No refill either. So.
No refill where?
In Japan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, here, it depends on the state.
Right. But yeah, there are no places that get free refills in Japan.
In Japan, no. It's like,
yeah.
No, I'll just pay like, what, 100 yen more, whatever, for a refill. And they're like, oh, okay.
Right. Also, the ketchup packs at McDonald's, they just give you 2 and that's it.
The one, but it's plasticky, and if you fold it, it opens a certain way, so you just squeeze it.
They have that at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought those were just for the hot dogs at the corn dogs at the kombini.
No.
It has the ketchup and the mustard.
Yeah, depends on McDonald's though. Some McDonald's they give you a straight up the American packet. The one you just like open with your teeth and
right.
But some like Oshare Miki's, they have the Japanese packet,
right,
ketchup packet.
Yeah, the design for like the food packaging in Japan blew my mind.
Yeah, man.
Like even just the onigiri, The way it's designed so that you just pull the string and then it comes, and it's already folded when you pull it. Just
and then
that's
some gold lion, robot thing. Just meet at the ones, meet at the top, just and it becomes onigiri.
So Gold Ion is what is it? Over here it's called
Voltron.
Voltron. There you go.
Yo, that was the thing, man. It's Voltron.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with Voltron, dude. Like Voltron, I didn't see that in Argentina.
My friend,
I'd seen the toy before, but like I don't remember watching.
My friend from Japan, man, he had the toy, the whole thing, man. Not only one lion, he had the whole thing. So
right.
We would just go to his house, just like, oh, so this becomes a robot. My friend broke one lion's leg.
I was gonna ask you, dude. Like,
yeah, those legs super flimsy though. They're like,
man.
Then
what'd your friend say? Your friend must have been.
Nah, he was already sick of playing with that thing, so it was like,
oh,
it's
okay. Well, shit. You guys
he
got
was,
lucky,
he was
dude.
more into those the bionic, suit like cop thing, with the like they look like. What do they look like? They look like Power Rangers.
Is this a Japanese show?
Japanese show, yeah.
Oh, but they were they had like the light, like the siren on the shoulder,
like everything. And
there was like 3 of them.
I don't know, but he had 5,000 of them at his house.
Oh,
man.
okay. I remember once I saw that show as a kid.
There's so many in Japan back in the day, and he had and we didn't even know which one was what, which. So it was just like, so cool, so cool. But
this was in Korea.
Yeah, at my friend's place, and that
motherfucker
dude,
that's next level.
Yeah,
dude. When you went from here to Korea, and you saw I imagine you saw a bunch of stuff that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely not in Brooklyn, but I don't know if you would have seen it somewhere else in New York. But
nah, not at all, man.
Was your mind blown by the difference in quality in the toys?
Yeah,
from Japan,
man. Of course, man.
Would you
because back then we had Japanese copied toys in Korea and straight up imported Japanese toys. Both.
Were they were bootlegs of Japanese stuff?
Straight up bootlegs.
Okay.
So many. I mean, a lot of things were bootlegged by off Japanese stuff.
Right.
Especially toys. Yeah, man, 100%. Because there's this Puramo company in Korea. Again, these things I tell Korean people, then they be like, no, chigao, no, akinai. Yo,
you traitor, you liar.
Yeah, exactly. But the whole company started off with the machine. I think it was Bandai or something like that. When they were done with it, they will export it to Korea, and Korean companies will buy them and make Puramo or toys out of it, right?
Right.
This company in Korea, Puramo company, Academy. That's the name of the.
That's the name.
Academy.
Right.
Yeah. Academy. They started off like that, man. But a lot of people, I'll tell this, and they'll be like, no, Kenai, how'd you know? I'm like, I know because they said it, motherfucker.
Right. And they're like, nah, you're lying, duck. You're just a liar, dude.
That's everything these days, man. You tell people something, no, then you show them source or whatever. Nah, that's
What's
also
your
a
source?
lie. Yeah, that's also a lie. Cool, man.
Well, dude, you got to stop telling people things that they don't want to hear, dude.
I know that too. But sometimes I will just say things and it will just trigger people left and right, man.
Right.
Especially these days, I'm even though I was talking about totally some other topic, something else, but then motherfuckers why'd you said 3 sentences ago, why'd you chose that word? I'm like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, did you see what happened to that dude?
What dude?
That Gaijin streamer dude in Hokkaido.
Oh, with the 2 guys that were they ran after them.
You sent me that video, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, dude, there's a couple things.
Yo, dude got
apparently
jumped,
Johnny Somali
huh?
did a new video too. So like these guys don't stop. They don't stop.
Again, man,
dude.
I told you, they will be Johnny Somali copycats, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and these motherfuckers, man. Yeah, man.
Well, dude, they got bitched out.
But the kids who followed him with a bottle, I don't even think it was that bad, man. If they really
No.
wanted to do some damage, you know, they won't be like, no, no. It's just a straight up with a bottle to the head, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or, I mean, they're lucky they didn't chase him with a fucking, I don't know, a wakizashi or some kind of knife, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think
They were just trying to scare them.
that's what it is. Like, I think here's the thing. Like, those guys, those streamers were just super weak and lame as hell, and they got scared. First, they were being funny. They thought they were being funny because people in
Right,
Japan
yeah.
are super chill.
Yeah.
And then they bumped into what happened was, dude was talking to some girl at a club. Did you see the footage?
I skimmed it through.
Okay, so like he was just talking to a Japanese girl, and she, she was like, Nani, that type of shit. And then, yeah, and so he thought he was doing something or getting somewhere, but that girl had a boyfriend, and she was just, I mean, also the girl just seemed like a real airhead, like hunter, like just whatever. The dude came, he was talking to her, and she, again, I've seen this a couple times, dude. Like, girls in Japan will just do dumb shit that makes their boyfriend angry or whatever because they just think it's something to do.
Yeah.
So like she was just talking to him and entertaining his bullshit. And then, then she got tired because she didn't understand anything he said. You know how it is, like what kind of night? And then she lost interest. And then she, but the guy would keep talking to her. So then she went and got her
know
boyfriend.
what it is, like, oh, how can I?
Yeah, that's exactly, dude. And then the boyfriend came back, and I don't even know if that was the boyfriend or just some dude that's like, all right, enough of this bullshit, But she went and got somebody, and then the dude started talking to him like, hey, you need to leave or whatever. They were being, sensible still. They were like, all right, dude, you're a nuisance. Just go away, leave us alone. But then the guy thought he would be smart and kept talking and recording them and whatever. And then they asked him to leave, and then they followed them after they left. And then they started running like bitches. And the guy was like, "Gomen nasai, gomen nasai, gomen nasai."
Yeah, man.
Like, yo, dude, you're pussy, dude.
Yamate.
Yeah, dude. Nah, if you keep the same energy, dude. Like,
Yeah, man.
and so the guys kept. Here's the thing, dude. You were saying they got lucky; they didn't, pull anything on him or whatever. But those guys saw that these dudes were super weak. And then they said, okay, now we're going to follow them. We're going to terrorize them. And by terrorize them, I mean, they were trying to knock their phone down and like pushing them. And then that guy was on the floor like, ugh. They weren't doing much to him. They were, again,
weak versus weak anyways. So
like, it is just weird, but very, very embarrassing to those dudes, man. Those dudes
that's the kids
dude, you're a
these days.
loser.
Yo, that's the kids these days. They're like something. They all think they're being smart and funny. Next thing you know, people like, what do you say? Then gomen nasai. Oh, yamete. Man.
Yeah, nah, dude. Like,
that was in Hokkaido, right? It looked
I'm not sure where it was.
I looked like it was Hokkaido because of the snow.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't know where it was.
Maybe Aomori or somewhere, but
so lame, dude. Like, are these guys? Obviously, they're going out there with their camera, being assholes, but they're never ready for things to go south.
Yo, that's again. That's the generation we're dealing.
But that should be part of your plan, dude. If I'm going outside to go talk to people on the street, I also got to be ready in case I meet somebody who's kind of crazy or whatever. Like, it's again, man, I put myself in that situation.
Like I told you, the Johnny Somali video, man. These kids, they never got punched in the face. They never had to deal with like real consequences. So to them, it's just like, oh, this is all fun and games.
I mean, it is
I mean,
for as long as you're lucky.
yeah. And yeah, it's called luck.
Yeah.
And eventually you will run out of it.
Right. So these dudes were doing that. Some, people run with crazy. I saw a video today. Somebody was talking about it. They said the guy had he had harassed or assaulted someone. Like none of that shit happened. At least not from what I saw. It's just he was just talking to this girl, and after a while, the girl just had enough. And then the dude thought he'd be cute with some guys that didn't think it was cute, and that was that. But I also saw that apparently Johnny Somali made a new video. This guy hasn't gone to court yet. He's being held in Korea.
Yeah, man.
And he did a YouTube video.
Yo, Korea's busy
Actually,
with something else right now because they went on the martial law.
Wait, they're in martial law right now?
No, like that.
Oh, okay.
That thing only lasted a couple of hours, and people were
Okay,
just
good.
like,
This video he did now. He did like recently because it came out a couple of days ago.
Yeah, because for the past 2 months, people were busy with this. Like the court was busy with all that stuff. And
Right.
Johnny Somali was like, I better lay low, otherwise I'll really get killed this time. So probably he was just laying low until now.
He made threats to Japan.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, like what does that mean? He said I'm going to destroy Japan. It's like, how are you gonna do this?
Oh my god,
The other funny thing, besides that's foolishness. The thing that's funny is like he brought out all these other streamers like by name, and he had photos of them. I guess there's like Japan has like an alert, like an APB on like streamers, gaijin nuisance streamers, and they have all their photos. So like I think there's some guy named Ice Poseidon or something, and then like they have all their photos there. Johnny Somali, like somebody's bodyguard, like all these people, and then like whatever they're like, what the issue is with them, right? Like most of the people on that list have left the country. And so he printed out that list that he probably found online and with the photos and everything, and then said he basically implicated all of them in his nonsense. He said, we're all part of a group and our mission is to like, just be a nuisance and whatever. And then he was like, he was saying like, this guy's our leader. And like, he brought up some other streamer's name and he was like, this guy's our leader. And I learned everything from this guy.
From that
he's
dude.
trying to, yeah. He's trying to like implicate all these people, which I think probably have nothing to do with it, but he's just trolling hard. And then he took the Japanese flag. Well, he took the Rising Sun one and then he tore it. And then he started saying some other stupid shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know what this guy's plan is. What does he think is gonna come from all of this?
Man, I don't think none of that shit matters to him. To him, it's just like, that's, as long as people are talking about me and sharing my stuff, then that's all that matters.
Well, how's that gonna help any?
No, that's the thing about that's the thing about rage baiting. It's not about rage or this or it's all about engagement. People sharing. We're talking about it. This is exactly what they want us to do.
Yeah, but how does that help him? Because he's not able to stream anyway. So what kind of
he can now, but that's maybe he tried to be back to I don't know, whatever streaming platform.
Which is Kick, right?
He got banned from Kick, they say.
Oh, that's right. He did get kicked off of Kick, dude.
Yo, those guys who got kicked, their platform was kicked too.
Well, they were saying it's one of the only platforms that just still allows people to do all of this dumb shit.
And probably Kick is like, please do more, so people recognize our name.
Yeah, I mean they're in. I mean, Kick is probably the most recent, the newest platform out of all of them, right?
Sadly, Johnny Somali is the most successful Kick streamer, I think.
Oh, snap! Right.
They have. What else is
Right,
there?
so, I mean-
we don't even know the other guys' names, right? It's not like we care, anyways.
Right. Well, I mean, the other guys aren't getting arrested like that. I think they probably will start getting arrested because somebody's trying to take the mantle. Somebody's trying to take over Johnny Somali's
Crown.
golden troll position, dude.
The Golden Goblin.
Yeah, there's a new king. There's a new goblin.
Yeah. Take your crown, Johnny Somali. You can retire.
Yeah. They're also saying that, Johnny Somali's going to get at least 10 years. I don't know what these people are thinking. Like, 10 years?
10 years? Pff, I don't know about that.
I don't think so, dude.
Maybe a couple. Even a couple's like, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully a year. Or two. Or who knows, man. Just send them to North Korea or something like that.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
What are you drawing now?
I'm drawing Cringe Musume doing Momo-chan cosplay.
Which one? Is it
Just a regular
not Moe
uniform.
Moe Kyung? Moe Moe Kikoho?
No, she's just cosplaying as her, and I got her in a pose. Like she's doing some kind of like psychic power stuff. The regular Momo-chan pose. Let me see. Should I try sharing the screen so you can see? Or is that gonna mess things up?
No, it's gonna miss it. It's gonna miss it.
All right. Well, you'll see when it's done. I'm nearly done drawing it. I gotta throw some color in real quick.
Man, I need to get back to work now.
Yeah.
Need to do this audio thing, this game.
Oh, what are you doing for the game?
The audio, sound design and music.
Right. So I mean, is it
editing.
music? Is it sound effects?
Music,
or-
sound effects, editing.
Oh snap!
Yeah. Foley, the whole thing. Foley, maybe I don't have to do it for this one, but
Foley, what's that? Like sounds like footsteps and like that kind of
and,
thing?
you know, these things.
Right.
Snow.
Have you ever recorded Foley?
Yeah.
Like by hand?
Yeah,
Have you ever had to do that?
yeah. A lot of things, man. Like a lot of Cringe Musume things I did it just with this mic. And put some effect on it. But yeah, man. Let's get back to work.
All right, dude.
Anyways, I'm gonna call you later on then.
All right, man. Talk to you a bit.
Peace.
Peace.
This is Tabo Baba. Peace. Peace.